Hello, guys and gals. Welcome back to another episode of Haunted Gaming. This time we return to a gaming creepypasta called Doom Lost WAD. The story begins with a person named Arthur Harrison. Arthur tells us he was a big fan of the Doom series, but had to stop playing due to a broken computer. But fortunately, Arthur's father brought him a computer for his birthday, and Arthur in his excitement quickly got all the Doom games. After finishing the games, Arthur proceeded to find some WADs for Doom. Arthur played through a lot of these WADs, good WADs and bad WADs and unknown WADs that no one had played yet. One of these WADs was called 7869 for Doom 2. Arthur assumed the creator of this mod was just too lazy to name it, and nonetheless decided to get it, load it up, and see what it had to offer. Upon loading it, it appeared to be a joke, as all it did was show an image of a demon and a loud shriek that would shatter eardrums. Arthur jumped from his or her chair and almost punched the monitor, but then collected himself and proceeded to play the game on the only difficulty available, Unforgivable. The WAD loaded, and instead of being a screamer, it was just the first level of the original Doom without any enemies, ammunition, just the starting pistol and one bullet. Arthur grew bored, but upon reaching the end of the level, a cyber demon appeared. Arthur was underpowered, and shooting the only bullet he had, he ultimately died. Arthur restarted the level, but this time strange images appeared and the music was inverted. There were pictures of dead dogs and male genitalia in the map. Arthur couldn't leave the game or pause. Eventually, the images and music stopped completely, and Arthur was taken to the second level of Doom 2. Again, like before, there were no monsters, and Arthur had a shotgun with 40 shells. Progressing through the level, Arthur went into what he described as a house and obtained a red key. Arthur then noticed another Doom guy. A very low sound was heard, and this mystery Doom guy began opening fire on Arthur's character, and as he lost his health, the mystery Doom guy lost his health as well, and vice versa. When both Arthur and this mystery Doom guy died, the game's graphics started glitching, and messages appeared stating, "So you got here." Then the music of the first level started playing at a high volume, and Arthur spawned in a dark circular area with a button in the center. Upon pushing this button, an image of a dead man with his head and belly open, and the message "You are dead" appeared on the screen. The sound was just reversed speech and distorted music and screaming. Oh, and tons of screaming. Arthur deleted this WAD and went to email the author of the mod. The person replied stating he or she never made the mod, but instead that a young boy called Daniel did. Daniel was problematic and caused a lot of trouble, getting expelled from 6 schools, and beat his teachers. Daniel was addicted to Doom, and made thousands of these WADs, and also liked to take nonsensical pictures and film with his camera. Daniel kept getting worse and worse, and eventually it killed a man, and was finally put in a mental hospital where he committed suicide by hanging. Daniel, shortly before dying, also made a compilation video of several nonsensical things he had filmed and captured with some images of Doom appearing randomly in it. The person who Arthur emailed was surprised Arthur had no idea about this when it was leaked to the private community of Doom some time ago. The person sent Arthur the video Daniel supposedly made, even though it was edited together a day after his death. This video was reported to be vile and disgusting, and would cause major discomfort if it was watched. But Arthur decided to sit through it and watch this video even with all the warnings. Brilliant idea. The video at first appeared to be a lot of nonsensical images, with the Doom soundtrack playing in reverse in the background for 5 minutes. Arthur felt depressed watching for some reason. The video couldn't be paused, reversed, or skipped whatsoever. Eventually, the video showcased a man smashing his head with a book, and Daniel appeared filming him in secret. Then, a man was begging for his life, and suddenly screenshots of Doom appeared briefly. The screen would turn black for 10 seconds. Arthur thinks he sees a man in the black screen briefly. But eventually it showcased Danny brutalizing the man and eating his organs, and ultimately in the end the screen turns white and the video stays this way for 10 seconds, and finally a smiling photo of Daniel appears for 1 second and the video ends. Arthur was incredibly depressed, a depression so large it was indescribable. A month had passed, and no matter how hard Arthur tried to forget, it wouldn't stop. One day a friend came to Arthur's house and saw the video. Arthur tries to blow it off by saying he downloaded it by mistake. Arthur's douchebag friend emails the video to every contact he knew, and then some. Soon Arthur's whole neighborhood knew of this video, and soon it would be on the internet for everyone to see. In the following days, a package for Arthur came. Inside the package was a dead dog, and a note that came And this note stated, "You should not have shown the video to anyone. This is just a little warning." Signed by Daniel Murray Thompson. Oh boy, this is something. It's been a while since I've read a creepypasta that had this much intense gore in it. That instead of really just boring me and annoying me to an extent, it actually creeped me out. I mean, it has cliches, don't get me wrong, but it really didn't affect me too much to even really bother. What interested me was Daniel. I wonder what was going on in this kid's skull and why he was doing this, and what really sent chills down my spine was the ending. I mean, considering this video was edited after a supposed time of death, it means Daniel is still out there somewhere, with his serial killer tendencies, going for Arthur next. I mean, there's a lot of sick people in the world, and frankly, Daniel wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. I mean, we could have another Jeff on our hands. Hell, in my opinion, I would shit more bricks if I came face to face with this Daniel character, more so than if I came across Jeff. But thank the Lord they're fictional. As far as what I think about the Doom mod, it's alright, but the use of no enemies in the locales were cliched, and what had me in the wad really was a mystery Doom guy. Maybe that was Daniel. And if I guess I really had to sit down and try to interpret it, maybe the mystery Doom guy represented Daniel. Maybe he saw too much and he was picked on, and every time someone tried to reach out and help him, they may have just harmed him, or appeared to have harmed him, in his eyes. And each and every time you helped Daniel, he fought back, until both sides had enough and, died off. But that's really all I have to say about this. Could it be real? No. If something like this existed, it would be blown up, and it would be viral on the internet. If it got released, we would all know about this. And as far as a mod, it possibly, I don't know much about modding Doom, and to be honest, there are some very complex mods for the game, so something like this could really not be completely impossible to make. I guess if someone with experience sat and worked at making a mod for Doom, then maybe this can be reproduced, but that's really it. I thought this was a decent creepypasta, and it has its cliches, some which, in retrospect do take you out of the creepypasta at times, such as the no enemies on the map. Overall, it was good. And in the end, what would you rate this creepypasta, and what would you change to make it better? This has been another episode of Haunted Gaming, and if you like what you saw, then like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to submit a creepypasta, please post it to the Some Ordinary Gamers wiki. Links in the description below. This is me, Mudahar, and I'm out.